Hi, I'm Rachel Cunningham, and today I'm going to be talking about what to include in your B2B content marketing strategy. While most of the things that I'm going to touch on here today are written content, each of these things can be easily adapted for other types of mediums like videos or podcasts or those types of things. So let's dive in. The first thing that we recommend including as part of your B2B content marketing strategy are thought leadership pieces. This type of content is original and taps into the expertise of your internal team. Thought leadership content provides fresh new perspectives or industry insights that are valuable to professionals working in your industry. It requires access to subject matter experts and typically requires a professional copywriter to synthesize the expert information and craft content that is accessible to your target market. Another type of content you should be including in your strategy is instructional or educational content. When considering crafting this type of content, it's important to think about how-tos and best practices. We've often heard our clients say they worry that their audience might find this type of content boring or too elementary. However, it's often quite the opposite. It's often some of the most popular content on the website. Instructional and educational content can be technical or high level depending on your industry, products and services, and the particular person you're talking to, be it the end users of your product, to the C-suite decision makers, mid-level buyers who influence the process. Use cases and or case studies. As prospects move along the buyer's journey, they often want to see how your product or service is used and any value it provides. Use cases or case studies are the best way to not tell them, but to show them how your products work and how your services work. This type of content is crucial in improving close rates, as the main person interested in your products or services may need to justify the purchase or the budget needed for that product or service. These can also be great content pieces for your sales team to send to leads that they are nurturing. Another type of content to consider including is industry research. Demonstrating that your company understands your industry and your potential buyer goes a long way to build trust with your prospects and clients. Content crafted around industry research is valuable to a wide audience as well, not just prospects. Potential partners, vendors, industry trade editors, existing clients, trade organizations, and even potential investors are always on the lookout for any research about your industry. Crafting thoughtful industry research helps to establish your brand and company as a valuable participant in your industry and can often lead to other opportunities. The next type of content that I'm going to talk about is onboarding documents. For many business development folks, they understand that once a prospect becomes a client, you need to work on retaining them. It's a great way to stay motivated and truly deliver a great client experience. As such, it's crucial to include client onboarding documents in your B2B content marketing strategy. You may be wondering why these are part of a content marketing strategy and not a service delivery strategy. It's really both. From a marketing perspective, you want all the client or prospect facing content to be consistent. As such, it's a good idea for the marketing team to work closely with your client services team to create all the collateral they need to provide to new clients. Next up is sales sheets. Sales sheets should be part of a content marketing strategy since it's branded content that prospects need. The intention is to create content the sales team can use to help prospects make a decision to buy. Along with sales sheets, other things to consider are product guides and spec sheets. B2B companies tend to have fairly complex products. For this reason, product guides or specification sheets should be considered when drafting up a content marketing strategy. Often, prospects who are looking for product guides or spec sheets are farther down the path to purchase, but these can be instrumental for various marketing campaigns, lead nurturing, and even campaigns. Up next is company insights and press releases. Typically, when we think of a content marketing strategy, we think more of the end user and their needs or challenges when crafting content. However, company-focused content like company insights or press releases should also be included, particularly newsworthy items or significant achievements like certifications or industry awards. These types of content pieces are credibility builders with prospects and reinforcement for existing clients that they made the right decision to use your products or services. The only caveat here is that these should be a portion of the content strategy and not the main portion of the content marketing strategy. The last two types of content that we recommend including in your strategy are interviews and FAQs. For interviews, when they're well done, they can be an excellent component to your strategy. These can include interviews of internal subject matter experts, partners, thought leaders in the industry, clients, those types of things. The overall goal of the interview, whether it is a video, audio, or text interview, is to share new insights with the audience. Avoid doing any interviews that are obviously canned QAs or lack any real substance and are just sales promo. Frequently asked questions, or FAQs. A lot of successful websites include an FAQ page or section on the website. Frequently asked questions work well in a content strategy, both from a user perspective and an SEO perspective. And the questions should be either actual questions that clients or prospects have about your products or your services, not something that you're just making up. The answer should be clear and not a sales pitch, or else they won't have any real value and they won't be useful to your end user. So that's all the content pieces that we recommend including. Although it doesn't cover all of them, it's a good sample of them. The one caveat that we have for the end of this is that all of the content that you create should be created with purpose. Effective content marketing plans do have a variety of types of content, but not only answer questions throughout the buying process, but also educate prospects, meet the needs of internal stakeholders and at the prospect's company, and answer any questions a prospect may have about your products or services. We recommend avoid making content to just make content, but instead to focus on creating content with a purpose. Before each piece of content is created, always ask, who's this for and what should they get out of it? I hope you found this informational, and we'll come back to watch some more videos.